was talking about the blender, you can grind, a whole thing of Parmesan cheese, cut it in blocks, and grind it in the blender, and it's just like the freshest Parmesan you've ever had. So what I usually do is I do a cup or so at a time and just keep it in the refrigerator. That way when I need it, it's there. Okay, now it called for 2 cups of spinach microwave. Now they have restyled the micro cookers, but you know what, there's nothing wrong with my one, so I'm sorry, I just don't really want to put the new one. The new one doesn't have any handles, but what they did is that you can nest all of them inside each other, the 1, the 2, and the 3 quart. And remember, the 3 quart is the one that you make the cakes and your rice. It's like a pressure cooker. Okay, so it said if it had any water. You know what I don't like though? I'm thinking, it didn't say baby spinach. I think I want to cut this up so it, we're not choking on it. And there wasn't really any water because it said if there was water in there to drain it. But I really didn't have any. So we're just going to mix this up. This is, again, I think just sounds like a really easy recipe. And, I mean, it's really hard to say whether you'll be entertaining, but you can always make it for the family. I hope everybody did have a good Thanksgiving. Obviously, it was definitely different. Now, this is sun-dried tomatoes, okay? So, about 1/4 cup. Oh, my goodness. Okay, got to put that in there. Using this is still sold separately, guys, so it's the Easy Read Mini. Again, a must. So the handy scraper, I put out there that yes, we are still selling them. I'm so excited. $10. And the mini measure cup, I think that's only like $8. So, okay, now, okay, so this is what would happen at your house. I brought the fresh sage, and I bought another fresh something, but I didn't buy oregano. So I'm just going to use, because Pampered Chef doesn't sell any oregano, and it didn't call for a lot. It just said fresh. And when you use fresh, it's always going to taste better. So it's just for my family. So Chris won't even eat it because he doesn't eat cheese, but I'll be eating it. Of course, here comes the pounds, but no, ricotta's made of skim milk cheese, I think, so that's pretty good. I do, Michelle, if you're watching, I don't know, you use the word nooch, and I have a funny feeling that it's vegetarian.
She's watching.
Okay, you are watching, Michelle. Can you write and tell me exactly what that was? Because I wasn't sure what that word was, or if that's a vegan name for cheese. I don't know. So, or another way that you have about making it. Okay, so look how easy this is, and now all we're going to do is grate some mozzarella, and I'm going to, of course, use our grater. And what I did is I put this, the digital scale again out, because I thought, well, let me measure exactly, because it says it needs only 2 ounces of mozzarella. So
the nooch is a name for nutritional yeast.
Ah, so that's what this. Oh, that's what this is then. So this is also called nooch. So for any of you looking at a recipe, now we've learned something. This is so cool. Love this. All right. So again, we are tearing it. It's tear, yeah. And then we're going to put, what's 2 ounces? Oh, so it does need a little bit more. I never understand. The one that's really weird, and I have more cheese, but I'm thinking with all, yeah, that's good. Oh, so basically 1 cup of full is about 2 ounces. Okay, so we're just going to mix this up, and then I'm already looking at it going, you know what, instead of a 1/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes, I think I would definitely put in, next time I would put in a 1/2 cup. And Okay, so this is gonna bake. I've already turned on the oven.
She says it's good on top of the popcorn. Michelle says the.
Oh, put the yeast on top of the popcorn? Really? Well, gosh, I'll have to try it since we did popcorn. But probably when it's warm? I don't know, yeah. Well, she'll write back and let us all know. Thank you. I'm loving all the tips. Remember, this is the best scraper because look it, you couldn't lick the bowl, you know? Okay, now I'm just gonna put this in. Oh, you know what? It bugs me when there's any. I hate wasting anything. Usually, if I wasn't doing the demo, I'd kind of use my finger, but I won't. To get it all off. And this bakes for, it bakes a long time, 35 to 40 minutes. So I'm just going to put it in the oven. And I better set my timer. God, I hope Pampered Chef comes out with a new timer. I know a lot of you probably use your phones, but I just like the convenience, you know, of just the timer. I did finish that broccoli chicken dip, and well, it's just kind of messy over there, Chris. And I'll post the video that we did, but I will tell you, it definitely thickened up. I kept it on warm for a while, so it definitely. You want me to show? Oh gosh. Okay, so there is the broccoli. Dip, the chicken dip, because when I first did it, and you'll see in the video, it was pretty, it was a little runny, or watery, I keep saying run, but anyway, this looks really good. So guess what's for dinner tonight, Vince? Okay, so now what I want to show you is just let me move this, or what I want to talk about is our other electronic. Okay, who would have thought 28 years ago? I always thought it's so great not having anything electrical. Because if you guys remember going to my show, the thing was, if you lose electricity, you can still cook because nothing we sell is electronic. Well, that's changed. So we've come out with an air fryer. I know many of you watching have hosted a show and got it for 60% off. So instead of paying $279, you got it for $111.60. Now, what is different about ours? Okay, it comes with a basket to make French fries. I will tell you, I still have not made French fries yet. Something I need to do. Okay, hold on one second. My husband has decided to call somebody while I'm doing my video. Anyway, okay, so, Vincey. And anyway, so it has a basket. And then they came out in the fall with a rotisserie, okay? Shish kebab in, 10 to 14 minutes, OMG, so cool. And ours, so it has a rotisserie, it has a reheat, and we've just found out you can toast, you can use it to toast bread. I believe they said takes 4 minutes. It dehydrates, and I've used that quite a few times. You've got your air fry, your bake, and then your roast. And the cool thing is our cast iron can fit in there. Our stoneware can fit in there. And see, these are, you get 2 trays. Okay, I bought an extra tray because I wanted 3 of them. Okay, so that's kind of good to know. But where was I going, Christopher, with that? I was saying something. Oh, jeez.
Cast irons.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Okay, thank God he's here. Okay, so like the mini baker can go in there. So, and even metal like sheet pans, So all of that type of stuff can still go in there if you're baking or roasting. Okay, so what we're going to do, I made this a while ago. I made it for Bunko quite a while ago. I haven't had Bunko in forever. So what it is air fried pickles. Okay, I think that's why I never really wanted an air fryer, because I thought that everything really had to be, you know, breaded. Now, yes, this is with cornmeal. It's a half a cup of cornmeal. I put a little bit more in there because I really like it to be definitely covered. And then, but I end up now using, oh, well, that doesn't work. Okay, it's becoming the end of the day. Okay, so I like Cajun, and it doesn't call for a lot. It only called for 1/4 of a teaspoon. So you know what? We like spice in this house, so we're gonna put a little bit more in there. Okay. Now it said you could do it in a bowl, but so many of the time, and especially I do a lot of fish in here, and I don't bread it or anything. I'll put it in a bag. I'll put one of my flavored oils in my seasoning and then put it in there. Chicken tenderloins, the chicken tenders, they can be done. I don't bread them, and they're done in like 10 minutes. So I've ended up really liking this, and I, honest to gosh, did not think I would. So I'm going to put the pickles in there. The pickles that they show you are the round ones, and when I did the round ones before, everyone thought, well, it'd be better to do the spears. So I'm doing the spears. Now, I don't know if I talked about this. Again, this is our Easy Read colander. Again, a must. It costs like $10. It's got the angle, and the reason all of these, like the Easy Read, have the angle, it's so that when you're looking at it, short or tall, you can read it. You don't have to lift it up. So that's why they do that. So I'm just going to just mix them all up. Yes, if I had coating trays and I wanted to do that, like when the cauliflower, the roasted cauliflower, which is really good, I do use the trays for that. Okay, now the one tip I will tell you, and especially when you're doing, well, any of the chicken or the fish or stuff like that, it is really good to spray. Or if you're dehydrating, like I made beef jerky a couple times, it was so good, but I forgot to spray. Okay, it was heck trying to get the beef off the trays. So, kitchen spritzer. This is what you have to always do. You have to pump it, okay? And it said to put some, so I had already sprayed that. Okay, so see, it's on the trays, looks good. Now, here's the other thing that I want you to always remember. Mary will relate to this, and I can too, because the very first one I did too. This is a plastic, an acrylic plastic. Don't put it by the stove because it will melt, trust me. Or it'll just get a weird shape and it won't stay flat. So, but here's the thing. After you've used it, you want to burp it. That's what it's called, burping. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these out. I'm just going to lay them on here. And these ones are actually air fried. And sometimes, like I say, when I do I think with the cauliflower, they were actually on roast. It comes with a great book so that you don't have to judge, like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? And as again, you always have me. It said 1 jar, but wow. All right, I'm going to put these in. I'm going to open it. Oh, it also said to spritz it just a little. So again, I'm just going to pump it. It just said to spritz it for just, okay, that's good enough. All right, so I'm going to put the first tray in, and then it said 1 jar. I guess I'm going to have to get some more pickles because I definitely have enough Cajun cornmeal left. Wow. Isn't that weird? 1 jar. Huh. Is there any more in there? No, they're all done. Okay. So this one will only have a little. Okay. We're going to spray it. Spritz it. And the other nice thing about this is that it'll beep halfway in between, and then you you switch the trays, which makes it really nice. So I'm closing it, and we're gonna go to, it's air fry, right? Yeah, air fry. Okay, so now this is what's cool. Air fry 25 minutes, but this only takes 16 to 18. So I'm gonna hit it once, and now I can adjust my time. Okay, I'm gonna do 18 minutes. Now, with the air fry, it'll automatically go, but when you do bake and roast, you can adjust the time and also the temperature. So that makes it nice. And then it goes. Okay? So this does take about, like I say, 18 minutes. I'll show you the finished product. Another thing that I do use is veganese. If you're trying, it's egg-free and dairy-free. Absolutely love it. Get it at the co-op. And this is just like a little, to me it's kind of like a Thousand Islands, but it's got horseradish, so it has a little bite to it. And all it is mayonnaise, ketchup, and horseradish. So that's all I'm going to put in. So anyway, I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to let you guys go for right now because we'll be back in about, I'm trying to think if maybe I should do 6 p.m. so more people, or what do you think, 6 o'clock, 6:15, Chris? Maybe, you know what, I'm going to change it to 6:15, and then that way it'll give time for some of you to get back. Now, the next thing that we're going to be doing tonight is the retired sale and slightly used or out of the box products. And it won't be very long. I'll just be showing you that, kind of explaining, and Chris will have the camera there so you can really see. And how we're going to do it is you just write me and say, yes, I want that. If on this particular, when we're doing this, we have a couple people or 2 or 3 people want something, I will put your names in a glass thing and then draw one person. There are a few of the things that are gone already, but you guys can probably see that. So anyway, I've enjoyed spending the day with you. I still look forward to one more time, and it's still not as if we were all together, and I definitely do miss all that. But it's nice that Julieta's on, and I know it's hard for her to get up here when I do my shows because she lives in Napa. So anyway, I'll see you in about an hour and a half. All right, bye everyone.